Trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let.
Well, welcome back everyone to episode 2 of exploring what it's like to buy a scrappy van and trying to transform it into a camper van. So since last time, I don't know if you saw the last video, but the last video was me trying to prime this van before actually trying to convert it. So now we're ready to actually start putting things into it. A couple things has happened since last time. I've spent about 15,000 trying to get this thing actually running well. Got new tires. It died on me on a road trip, so I actually had to get a new generator for the battery. I mean, everything just went blank and I had to pull over and have it towed back to the repair shop. I've also fixed a leak, the oil sump. So things are going great, and it's still not performing really well, so I still have some ways to go. I think there's some fuel delivery problems, so that'll be fun to try to figure out. So anyway, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna start with the floor. First up is gonna be this. This is a camping sleeping mat. We're gonna cut it into strips and fill out the rivets on the floor to make it actually flat. After that, I've got some XPS foam that we're just gonna put out on the floor to make an insulation layer that we're then gonna be able to put a plywood floor onto. So, sleeping mats and XPS, that's gonna be today's project. So yeah, let's get started. So that actually took quite a while. I mean, I think about 2 hours all in all. I think it turned out pretty well. There's still some small gaps where I could put some more foam. I got quite a bit of foam left, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm done for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna put the XPS boards up, I think. I need to make a template from cardboard or something to make it fit, but that'll be tomorrow. See you then. So I've now templated the whole floor in cardboard. Really hard actually, harder than you think to do. Just take it out, put it on the XPS. Welcome back. It is the 11th of November 2025. We're gonna start on the roof hatch. Gonna be a project we do today and tomorrow, I think. I've got some wood for this, so I'm gonna start out by making a frame for the roof hatch, which is gonna slot in about here in the back. I'm gonna have to measure it out today, make some notches because the roof is kind of wavy. So I'm going to make some notches in the wood, try to make it look presentable and nice. It's not going to be visible, but I want it sitting as nice as possible onto the roof. Ceiling, sorry. Been sick for a week, we'll see how much I have energy to do. So this is the Fiamma roof vent, it's the crystal version. It is 40 by 40 or thereabouts, so the hole is going to have to be 39 by 39. So 2 of these are going to have to be 390 and 2 of them are going to have to be 480 millimeters to make a just square frame for it to sit and get screwed into. no turning back now. Alright, that was scary. We should do a dry fit, I think, to just make sure that we've made the hole big enough. Hopefully we've not made it too big, but you know, I don't think so. It looks pretty clean. I could have done it a little bit better some places, but I'm not that good with an angle grinder. Most people use a jigsaw. I don't have one of them fancy things, but so yeah. So that hole is done. That's the first part done. It went well, and I mean, we're happy. But it's also just the start of the story, because now I need to grind it down a little bit with sandpaper. I need to prime it, I need to paint it, build up the ridges with butyl, seal it with a silicone, make sure the frame is up there, so thing in there, I need to screw them together and then seal it even more. So we're only at the start of this. Now is when the tedious stuff comes in. Hoping this will be smooth, of course, but yeah, let's go. The paint job actually looks pretty clean. It's not amazing, of course, but it'll do with protecting against rust, which there is a lot up here, so I'm gonna have to come back here a later date and actually just fix this stuff up as well. But for now, this looks pretty clean actually, because it looked almost the same in some spots as it does right here. So yeah, the stuff I'm going to be using is this, which is basically the same as I used the big pads for the walls inside to dampen the rattle noises in the last episode, if you watched that one. So this comes in 3-meter strips. They're 25 millimeters wide. I'm going to put them in around the border here, about 1 centimeter in. So I'm going to have to measure, cut and build out these ridges. So it's going to be a tedious job, but it's got to be done. So 10 millimeters in, 3.6. This is going to take so long. Alright, anyways, what did you do this weekend? Oh, it's really thick and sticky. Stop, I've changed my mind. This is a terrible use of both time and resources, so I'm gonna rethink this. I'm not gonna put whole beams up there. I'm gonna instead just put individual chunks up here, so there, and then connect them with a strip of plywood that's gonna bend. I forgot to take into consideration that the roof actually still bends or curves. So putting straight beams up there doesn't really make sense. So, rethinking, gonna save a lot of wood this way, but more than that, I'm gonna save a whole lot of time, because Fixing those things up, it takes forever. It takes such a long time, so I'm not really interested in doing that. I'm gonna just change it up a little bit. Sorry about this, me from earlier. Could have saved a lot of time not doing this. So, something a little bit like that. Attach the ceiling onto. I think I'm just gonna keep doing some of those, do some attachment points. I reckon this video is long enough actually, so I'm thinking to just end here. Any suggestions why I should do the next video, do leave a comment, that'd be fun. Next video I reckon we will put up insulation in the whole van. Put down an actual floor because I'm a little bit tired of this cardboard. And then we might be able to start building some furniture. So that's gonna be really fun. I'm really looking forward to keep working on this van. It's been quite hard now. It's December 15th today. So it takes quite a while to get this finished, but we're well on the way. But yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.